GTV Africa live from National Assembly. As you can see, thousands of protesters are out this morning to complain. I'm going to be talking to them one after the other for them to tell us exactly what they are out for. As you can see that they are on.
We are of the opinion that the Nigerian police force be reformed, that will ensure we get better services from our fathers, our mothers in uniform. We can't continue to have them suffer and transfer such aggression upon Nigerians. Yes. We understand it is a transfer of aggression for lack of funding, and which is not their fault. Yes. The presidency must wake up to this regard to ensure better services for our brothers, our fathers, our sisters, our aunties in uniform. Do you all agree? Yes. Do you all agree? Yes. Do you all agree? Yes. We're also here to tell the Nigerian police force that we want an end to brutality. Yes. We are all brothers and sisters in Nigeria. Yes. We are tired of brutality. Yes. We are tired of having the youngsters cut short by the police stars and SARS in this country. Yes. We can't continue to live in a Nigeria that does not work for our citizens. We want a country that works for the police force and also for the citizens. Greatest Nigeria people, greatest Nigeria people, greatest Nigeria people, greatest Nigeria people. We have actually had 5 out of 5 petitions to the federal government, and I say to the Nigerian police force.
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. Before we submit our petition, we will want the men and women, the leadership of the police force to come out and let's talk. The leadership of NAS to also come out for dialogue. The point is that we won't leave here until all our demands are met.
Say who go tire? Say who go tire? Who go tire?
I don't be a hooper. I be artist. Check me on the handle. Say I don't come banana. My body just said that what that. Playing the body, hearing the body. I use my money to tattoo. You see I'm not on top of my money. Okay, start wait.
A man that has his own children that lives and breathes decided to make my brother's life and tell me there's nothing we can do about it. I'm asking you people to do the right thing. If you know that you are human, you have families you want to go back to, do the right thing. And the right thing is accountability. It is justice. It is justice for my brother and for everyone that this man feels. It is justice. All of you know about Abuja SARS. All of you know about Abuja SARS. You have heard about Abuja SARS. You know this man. Say the truth. Ask for accountability. Ask your leader. Ask the IGP to do the right thing. I wrote a petition since August of this year. My petition has been on his table. He did nothing. Why? The police CRU, July 2020, they told me that my case has been taken. What is happening? I need answers. And that is why I will come here. You saw me on Friday. You saw me on Saturday. You saw me on Sunday. I was here on Monday. I am going to be here until this protest ends. Until you people give me answers. I need accountability. I need justice. I want justice. It's not about ending SARS. It's about holding people that have held people accountable. I said, if my brother is a criminal, he deserves his day in court. Let the court decide. Not a man sitting down in his court. I want justice. The justice I want. You will kill me before I give justice. Before you leave, I leave this street. Even if everybody stops protesting, I will stand in this street and I will demand for justice. Only my death will deny me justice. Only my death. And so you know, even if I die, 1,000 will rise up on my behalf. I will get it. I stand there and I ask all of you, be accountable, be your brother's keeper. You have children you want to see. You want to see your children, your grandchildren.
brutalizing us. Nigerian police stop the bully. Let them stop the bully. You can't just stop a young man on the road and ask him his phone to open it, and before you know where you are going to is to check his account balance. And before you know, you are billing him according to his account balance. When they told us that bail is free, please, enough is enough. Enough is enough. This is Nigerian youth. We are speaking in one voice. We are not of any tribe. We are not of any political party. We are not of any tradition or religion. Please, this is Nigerian youth. We are asking that the government to ask police to stop this brutality. Enough is enough. Go and tell them. This is for the few of the people they have killed. Search the internet. It is happening every day. In the whole 36 states. Not even one governor is standing for us. No senator is standing for us. No house of Congress is standing for us. They are killing us before they kill us all. Please, the generation before us want to wipe us away. I don't know their reason, but we are woken up and we are saying no. They will not kill us anymore. We are standing up. Say no to now. Police brutality. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Senator Haliru Dauda Jika. I'm from Bauchi Central Senatorial District. I am the chairman of the Standing Committee of Police Affairs in the Senate.
Okay. I'm Senator Ajibola Bashiru. I'm from Bauchi Central Senatorial District. I'm the spokesperson of the Senate.
Okay, you are out here. What's your motive?
When we heard that our youth were protesting, the leadership of the Senate mandated us to speak to them, to hear whatever their grievances are, so that we'll be able to ventilate whatever they are saying. But it appears that this is not an organized protest. I think it's really been headed by people that, with respect, are not coordinated. Some of us were also student activists and youth activists when we were young. When you have this kind of situation and you have anybody that approach you that want to talk, at least you will at least be able to ventilate your grievance. I think they derive joy more in exercising what they are doing, and we don't have any problem about that.
So what will be your message to them?
We don't have any message because they have not passed any message to them, and I think they just are here, as far as I'm concerned, to come and entertain themselves.
No, you can speak to them through the media. We are here. They are out there.
We don't. For now, when they started this effort, it was NSAS. As far as we know, the SARS has been ended, and that the demand that they raised, which is 5, have been assented to by the federal government. So beyond that, we don't know what other demand that they have. So, but you see, part of democratic society is that you ventilate your agitation, whether reasonable or unreasonable. So for now, we don't know what their further agitation here, so we cannot pass any message to them. So I think by the time they exercise their rights, which they are doing, they will be able to possibly come to articulate what they are doing. You can only engage with people who are ready to talk, who are ready to dialogue. You cannot talk to people who are just engaging in shouting match.
Thank you. As a youth myself, I share the same feeling with these protesters. God knows I agree with them. But since when this whole issue started, I had an interaction with the IGP almost 3 times. And the IGP has assured me that the entire department called the Special Anti-Robbery Squad is under review and is going to be disbanded, and it has now been disbanded. You may recall that recently we in the Senate will pass two major bills. That is the Police Act, the Police Amendment Act, which has not been amended since 2004 till date, all until this ninth Senate, that we made that move to amend the act, which we have done that. All I will say now is for them to go and acquaint themselves with the new act, which has been signed by the President Muhammadu Buhari. All those gray areas that you are afraid of, the police brutality, what have you, has been adequately addressed. We've amended over 180 clauses of the existing Police Act, which already police have started implementing that. The Inspector General of Police have already started implementing that with the management. And secondly, the Police Trust Fund Bill, which has been passed, the major aim of that bill is to address the issue of training, retraining, equipment and welfare of the men and women of the Nigerian police force. And that has been addressed adequately. The Police Trust Fund has been is already in implementation stage now. And very soon, a lot of projects, a lot of programs will kickstart in the police formations and command across the country. That will help grossly in addressing the issue of incapacity and inability of the police, so that we will have a society-friendly police that is based on the principle of accountability and protection of fundamental human rights of Nigerian citizens. Basically, that's what we have been doing in the Senate, and as the spokesperson of the Senate rightly said, that currently we are debating on the general principle of the 2021 Appropriation Act. That is the budget. The president of the Senate, he is the presiding officer, and he is presiding over that deliberation in the floor of the Senate. So, as senators of the Federal Republic, we are all leaders. That is why we have been mandated as chairman of standing committees of the Senate to come and address you people.
And just to say that we enjoin them to remain peaceful and to ventilate their right. They have the right to demonstrate, but they don't have the right to take the law into their own hand. And like just now, some of them were trying to throw missile at people. If they throw missile at someone and the person retaliated, it should not be said that it is the government that's retaliating. We were ready to engage them in discussion. Obviously, as you can see, they are not ready to engage in any discussion. And we know that even in a state of war, people sit down and discuss. So it is part of their democratic expression to shout, to sing, to dance, to jump, but they should do it within the ambit of the law.
So your take home now, as you're going about them?
Our take home is that they are exercising their democratic rights of expressing whatever displeasure they have with the system. But as far as we are known, the one we knew about was about the NSAS. We have addressed it. The demand legitimately put forward, 5 of them had been assented to by the government. But beyond that, we don't know what the whole exercise of the expression is all about, unless they come up with people who are ready to talk and articulate position.
They are insisting to see the Senate president.
Please, it's also insisting when you talk. I'm the spokesperson of the Senate. This is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Police Affairs. The way the Senate work is on the of committee. He has told you everything we have done in terms of police reform.
He can be the Senate president. I can be the Senate president.
I can be Senate president. The Senate president is just one among equals. So if as spokesperson, as chairman directly involved in the agitation or what the agitation is about, cannot talk to them without whether even the Senate president will be able to talk to them.
In a isometric view, let me put it this way. What they have done, yesterday there was some group of people, and I think the minority leader and one other senators come to address this same gathering, and they took their grievances in written, and we have already forwarded to the secretary to the government of the federation for onward distance to the IGP. And it's only fair if all their prayers or their appeal, their distance has been answered, the SARS has been disbanded. It's time for you to give the government chance, and us as your representative, through our legislative intervention, to see how we can come and address this issue. So that is only fair, except otherwise.
Some other motive
Behind this.
SARS,
because they said
police reform.
SARS has been disbanded. Already, the entire department, as I've been talking to you, is under review. And I've invited the Minister of Police Affairs. He's coming to meet me later. We're going to discuss on the same issue. So I see no reason why. What is the aim of what they are doing?
Well, another thing that I noticed out there,
yes,
vehicles that were smashed. They brought it to the
they could not allow us to even address them. We are going to address that. That was part of the concern.
We thought that if there are people who can talk, we can take up the matter. But how do you address a rabble? You can only address an organized protest that has people who can listen. Some of us had organized protests in the past, and we also know that at the end of any form of hostility, not only protest, there must be some form of representation, there should be some form of discussion and dialogue. But how do you begin to talk of addressing vehicles that were damaged when nobody was ready, willing to even talk about the grievance that they had? So I think your advice would be to them is that some of us at this side too, we have come up with position on the need for police reform, on the need to reform our system, but it is not by shouting, without proper articulation, that you can get your demand and be resolved.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thousands of people are on with us. Please, can you just introduce yourself so that those people that came late to join?
As I said earlier, my name is Senator Haliru Dauda Jika. I am representing Bauchi Central Senatorial District, and I am the chairman of the Standing Committee on Police Affairs of the Senate.
I'm Dr. Ajibola Bashiru. I represent Osun Central Senatorial District. I'm the spokesperson of the Senate.
Thank you so much.
Assembly today. What will be your assessment as a cameraman who goes around to see what is going on in the protest?
So far so good. It was actually peaceful. I will actually commend the security agents, even despite what they were doing at the gate. You notice so far that some of them they held glued to the gate and they were shaking the gate. But the security experts around never did anything harmful to them here. We were actually witness to it. We were live. We were here. We were on ground to witness what was happening, and it was actually peaceful. But some of them were actually very aggressive. Yeah?
My prediction was about to come to pass because some of them were moving towards scaling the fence, and they noticed that the security men to move backward, prepare for in case they want to scale the fence. Were you in National Assembly sometimes ago when lawmakers jumped the fence?
To say to that, of course, you know very well that our security experts around there, they actually young and smart. And even when those guys were making plans to jump through the fence, so they were smart to actually go other roads. You know, so it was not as planned as they planned. So National Assembly is not a place that you can just come in through and do whatever you want to do. I'm still youth, and I'm on ground, my camera, to give you what's happening. But I think the security experts on ground, they're actually smart and they did a professional job. They did not attack any of them here. Nothing of such happened. And I know the social media will be blowing that the security expert did something to them. Please, there was nothing of such.
Well, this is GTV Africa services on Facebook and on YouTube, GTV Africa. My brother, thank you so much.